Pippa Bradshaw there. Now it's the latest craze for thrill seekers. They gather in open spaces to compete while capturing spectacular images of Adelaide. Once an underground sport, drone racing really is taking off in SA, with Adelaide opening the very first club in the country. And Paul Macon was given a bird's eye view.
Basically, it puts you in the pilot seat. You're up there flying.
Break out from society. And the cool thing is that if you crash, you don't get injured.
This is drone racing at breakneck speed.
The racing scene's been around for a few years now, but it's all been in underground car parks or it's been in disused factories.
Hey, how cool is this place? Well, let's hope we don't get sprung.
It's almost like skateboards used to be in the 70s, a bit sort of underground and roguish, but we're trying to bring it out in the open, bring it into the mainstream.
Welcome to Oakbank. The drones are lined up at the start and they're away. Deep takes the lead, followed by Daz Mad Max just behind them. Ads making
This is Adelaide dinky-dyed drone racing out in the open.
It's time for us to put on the grown-up clothes and, you know, behave as you know, a legitimate sport, which is what we really want to be.
David Traino is typical of the growing number of racing drone pilots.
We only formed as a club 3 weeks ago, and we're the first in the country.
I like the fact that you can go sort of anywhere in the air.
Up, down, left, right, backwards, forwards.
These mini-quad propelled pocket rockets weigh just a few grams and shoot around the skies at more than 100 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, we are addicted to speed, and this is how we can do it without hurting anybody.
You are Formula One Jack.
If you say so.
While Jack's eyes are peeled and scanning the skies, other members of the club use viewing goggles with names like Sky Zone and Fat Shark.
I think everybody just loves flying and you get to sit in that first-person perspective and it's like you're in the craft.
Yeah, that's the fun of it. We actually become the pilots. It's like a scene out of Star Wars where we're on the forest moon of Endor on our speeder bikes tearing along, and in fact one of the French groups actually does race in a forest.
There's plenty of reasons why drone racing is so popular, but the main one is it's
cheap.
If you break something, it's going to be a prop, which is only like $1, so much cheaper.
You can get a racing quad built for between $400 or $500, and your crash costs are nothing. The upkeep on it is basically you wear batteries out and you have to buy a few dozen props every couple of months.
Oakbank was a one-off for our story. The club is still looking for a permanent drone home.
That's the next thing for the club to work out, is where we can fly on a regular basis. This will be state level, national level competitions, international, and sky's the limit.
And taking a lead from the Red Bull flyers.
One of the things we're looking at doing ourselves is actually making miniature Red Bull pylons. And we've got guys working on timing systems, we've got other guys working on starting lights, we've got... It's a whole universe, really, of technology that we get to play with.
Certainly is, and you'll find more details on our website. But coming up next, an emotional plea by Heath Ledger's dad, his mission to save lives, plus the miracle of the Samson Flat bushfire, the cat who's returned home after 8 months.
You make such a commitment to them to keep them safe.
I kept telling Heather we're never giving up on these.
The biggest TV day of the year is coming to 7. Sunday, September 13. The new X Factor.
That's rock and roll, baby.
And I love you, you know that.
More than chips.
The year's greatest television event.